Hey everybody, so this is a video I've been kind of wanting to do and dreading to do actually. This is how I spent over $7,500 on my Mustang, and I don't have long tubes, don't have a new intake manifold, it's not boosted, and I mean, you say it, wheels and tires obviously. So I'm gonna go over the list. It's not hard to do, guys. Over the last 2.5 years, it's a little bit more than that. I'm coming up on 3 years of having the car, actually, in another like 3 months, 4 months. But yeah, let's go over the list. Let's set this down. All right, let me get myself situated. So this is in no like real particular order. Steeda jack rails, they were 180 bucks at the time when I bought them. They're selling for like 200 now. Let's not get into like politics and the cost of everything. Anyway, I did Steeda alignment dowels, Steeda IRS braces. I did like my own version of the Steeda starter stop hop kit. I did the Steeda spring clutch pedal assist spring. I pulled out the 85-pound spring and put the Steeda 25-pound spring in, which helps with the clutch engagement and feel. You can really feel when it's biting and to get off of it, basically. I did the Steeda brake booster supply line to the for the clutch line assist for the clutch pedal. I did sound tube delete, that was 30 bucks. The supply line was only like 30 bucks. The spring was like 30 bucks. The IRS braces were like $320 at the time. The alignment dowels, they were only 70 bucks. The Steeda jack rails, they were 180 bucks. Next thing I did was a CNL axle back. That was like 400 bucks from American Muscle. It did make the car sound a lot better, a little louder. Tint, obviously, you're going to want to tint your car. That was 220 bucks. Billet work shifter ball was $120 that I got for it. The wheels and tires came to about 2,700 bucks after tax. I did the SVE braided clutch line for the clutch. That was 80 bucks. I did Ford Performance 1-inch drop springs. They were 380. The labor on that was 700 bucks. Also, the labor on the axle back was 100 bucks. I forgot, I left that out. Did a K&N drop-in filter, that's 70 bucks. I did a Lund 93 tune, that was 800 bucks with the device all together. I did an MGW 15% drop race spec shifter. That was $580 with the shifter ball that I got with it. That was like a $40 shifter ball. The labor on that was 260 bucks. I did Optimum Performance Synchro Shift 2, and I didn't really want to add in like maintenance type stuff, but I did when I first bought the car. It had 8,900 miles on it, and once I hit 13,500 miles, I mean to say, I wanted to do the rear diff and the trans, the MT82. So I went with Optimum Performance Synchro Shift 2 treatment, and that was 120 bucks. Gear oil, I'm not going to get into that. The rear gear, that's like $20 for a thing, for what you need with that. I did Redline hood struts, which I really liked because it bothered me that the car still came with a hood prop versus having like actual hood shocks. I mean, come on, it's a Mustang GT. When they're new, they're like a $50,000 car when they're new. You know what I mean? This car was $45,000 new without any kind of options. So at the time when it was selling. Now they're like $60,000 off the lot. Don't get me going. How I would want to spec one, and that's without any kind of premium shit. I just would want the performance package. But yeah, that's what this has, performance package. So I left off with the Redline hood struts. They were like 90 bucks. I got them off of Amazon. I really like that a lot. Just pulling the hood up, stays up. Steeda jack rails, they were $180 at the time. left side J&L catch can. That was 180 bucks. And that totals out to be, you know, altogether $76.55. $7,600 and $76.55. $7,655. Blah, 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 blah. Couldn't even spit it out. Yeah, $7,655. I figured out without the optimum performance stuff for the transmission, it was like $7,515. So, but yeah, I mean that's how you spend over $7,000 on a car, and you don't even add boost. It's on a 93 tune. Don't get me wrong, the car runs great, runs fabulous, but that's all I wanted for the thing. I wanted it to come. And I feel like this is how you get your car to be like OEM plus, like how it should have came from Ford in the first place. The power level it should have had from Ford in the first place. The response, the way it kicks into the torque and the power band quicker from the tune. Wheels and tires, the setup. It's nice to have 305s on the back, 285s up front. On a good summer tire in summer, man, this car really hooks and books now and handles great actually. This was like my first real summer with these tires. I put these wheels and tires on at the end of July last year, and I only got a couple weekends with them before it got cold, and it just always seemed like they didn't really, feel that great. But that was because I was driving them in cold weather. So it was the first summer where I really got to see how those Nittos, the 555 G2s, hook and book as a summer tire. Anyway, they're not that great for winter. They do fine, but you want to be short shifting, trust me, in bad weather. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, it ain't hard. The money just snowballs so fast, and if I was to boost this car, I've already looked into it. Like, I would have to do half shafts in the back, drive shaft. Eventually, I could probably get by with the stock one for a little while. I could little by little my way to it, but if you boost it, dude, you end up little by little in your way to like 20, 25 grand doing it right. Built trans, like doing it really right, So it's a lot to think about, and I'm actually happy with stock form, stock power. The 93 tune is great. When I get some high turnover gas in summer, it's even better actually, a cold morning with some, nice hot road from the day before. 9 a.m. back road. It's 70 degrees in the morning. Yeah, man, the car's freaking nasty. So as is, I'm happy, and I love the fact that it's the D2. It's the first MT80. It's the best version of the first MT82. It's the 2017 version, which, I don't know, if you Google it, it says they got improved synchros in 2017. So it's the last best version of the gearing. Like the new ones, the gearing is just too far apart for NA for me. Like boosted, they say the D4 is more favorable for being boosted, but for like NA stock power, dude, like this gearing is just right, man. Like they are literally going, coming out of third gear when I'm coming out of fourth gear. Going for fifth, they're going for fourth. It's just wild how big the gearing difference is, especially if you come up across a 2018 and up Mustang that has 355s in it. It's even worse for that car up against mine with 373s and the tighter gearing. So, I mean, it's not like I'm all out dogging newer cars, but I've beaten a few newer, Gen 3s, already, manuals I'm talking about. Automatics, they're basically untouchable, especially once they're tuned and they push that rev limiter back on them. Those things will start shifting at 8,000. Forget about it, man. That's the way to go if you really care about like being fast. But if you care about having fun, the manual's the way to go. Anyway, that's my little spiel, and I'm sticking to it. Peace out, guys.